Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I wanted to talk today about embodiment and the importance of bringing the body and bringing all the wisdom and all this that you know into your day-to-day life, into your life, so that it's not just a concept in your mind or something that you know but you never experience it. And this has everything to related to embodiment. It's all about embodiment. It's all about learning how to bring this into your life, basically living it, allowing yourself to live it, allowing yourself to feel this in your present moment, and not just using the present moment to be in your mind imagining how things could be if you have this wisdom as an experience. Okay, so this happened to me a lot, especially in the past. Now I'm more aware of it, but I had this experience that okay, I have this inside. I have this inside in one of my meditations, and I say, you know what, I will give an example because always easier, about how to love ourselves. I feel the love. I'm in this high state. I feel connected with the angels. My heart opens. It's all beautiful and amazing. And then I come back, and yeah, I will still have that that emotion, that open heart for a while, maybe a few days, and then eventually it will just come back to my normal state, which is not so open and sometimes not so peaceful. And then you say, right, why we cannot have this open heart also in our experience? Why can't we be kinder to ourselves in our day-to-day life, in our experience in the present moment, right? Because sometimes, at least for me, it was, I have this awareness, this beautiful inside, and then I start with my mind I start to imagine all kinds of situations where I'm going to change and it's going to be amazing. Oh my God, it's like, oh, I solved this issue now and forever. And then life goes on and you just figure out that it's not that solved at all, right? And about this love, no, for instance, I had this awareness. I say, oh my God, this was so beautiful. And you also see what you can arrive, where you can arrive, what is possible, right? This kind of love is possible. It's beautiful. It's your soul, but then how we bring this love, how we bring this soul into our lives? Because then you are there in your workplace, and instead of being kind to yourself, and I found myself with this issue many times, you are just criticizing internally yourself of you did not do this perfect, this was not perfect, you should not allow yourself to even an email, for instance. Okay, this email was absolutely not the way it should be. You have to rewrite it all before sending it to the customer, or you put any situation in your real life. But we all have these two voices, right? The one that is trying to do something and the other one that is criticizing a lot. And you're there in the middle, trying to see what should I do. I found myself recently with about the weight, because I gained some weight in the last few months, and I found myself, actually there was part of me that was okay, I gained some weight, but I'm going into a transition. I just left my job and now I'm starting this YouTube channel, and it's a transition. It's normal that even your body is feeling this change in your life, right? And this was one part, but the other part was saying, no, this is absolutely unacceptable, because of course 2 years ago you lost a lot of weight. This was very difficult for you, and by all means I'm not going to allow you to start gaining more weight without saying something, because of course that's the voice, huh? Because of course it's very important that you start now to looking out for yourself, otherwise you will be with a lot of weight again, and it will be very difficult, like the last time. Okay, that's the voice. So you see, very, very rush. And then the other part of you is like, oh, but I'm really hungry. And I feel like having that chocolate. And there you have the two parts. So the first thing is the awareness, you see it. And then you remember, okay, that beautiful love that you have, because you do have. And both of these parts are you. And both are trying to help you. One, because, yeah, your body feels like eating more right now. Why not listen to it and eat what you need? But the other part is telling you, wait, in the past, if you're not cautious, you may gain a lot of weight and it will be very difficult, like the last time. So you see, there we have. Both are trying to help you, but of course they are totally one against the other. And until we cannot make these two parts be at peace, and how we do it, we just let them talk and come into an agreement. Okay, I'm going to eat that chocolate, but I'm going to go to the gym, or whatever. I mean, it's like to compensate, because both of them have something to help you. And it's not saying, yes, no, I'm just going to eat what I want, just forget about the other part, or just, no, you're right, I'm not going to eat anything again. Because these two are going to be playing out in your mind. And so how do I bring this love that I felt in that meditation into my life now, with these two parts of me that are fighting because of my weight, so that I can love myself into this process? And I did it. I said, no, there's no way I'm going to be with these two voices here telling me what to do and fighting in my head. So let's see what's in here. But one thing is that, okay, you see it, you say, okay, let's come into an agreement. No, I'm going to take some care of what I'm eating, but on the same side, I'm not going to be in a low carb diet right now, because my body needs more. So that's the agreement. But now, okay, there is some peace. How can I bring this love into my life, this love that I felt in that meditation, so that I can really love myself with whatever is playing out? And the truth is, I was seeing that voice, especially the one that criticized me, and I say, my God, how rash, how cruel it is with me. And I don't need that cruelty with myself. I really don't. And these are all patterns that we are is conditioned. So it's something that from the childhood you learn, because normally the child is the one that is the victim, to say something, right? Well, there are no victims, but these are the internal parts of you. So the child is the one that wanted to eat, and the other one was that part of you that saw, oh, okay, but let's be careful, because in the past, for some reason, something happened, and she's trying to protect you not to feel so bad again, you know. And yeah, so you start to put these two together. You start to see why this happened. Why do we need to treat ourselves, or not me talking to them, in this way? Why can't we be more kind? Why can't I bring this love into the world? And yeah, it's this, like little by little, you can really start to bring this love into the parts of you that really need it, this kindness. And you say to both parts, you say, thank you for the one that is criticizing you. Thank you, because I know what you really want is to protect me. But right now, I don't need you to be so rush on me. Because I know better. I'm no longer a child. And to the part that is suffering, saying, okay, but maybe there's something we can do to avoid gaining so much weight. So why we don't do it? So you see, it's just, but with kindness, with love, because both of them are you. And both of them just need love, just need to be heard. And once you're doing this, you start to feel so much peaceful, so much grounded. And you start to feel love for yourself, because you understand both were right, both were trying to help in their own way. And this is how you can start bringing these higher states into your experience. This is one thing. And another one that I really want to emphasize is the practice. The practice of doing new things in your life once and again, so that you can actually start bringing change into your day-to-day life. Because you see a pattern, you see something that is affecting you, and that it's very difficult for you. For instance, I like to give examples. Perfection for me. Everything needs to be perfect. Otherwise, it's very difficult for me. What I have to learn here basically is to allow myself, even if it's not perfect, allow myself to express the way it is, the way it comes through. It's not perfect, but this is how it came through. And as this is how it came through, the next time it will be better. But the thing is, if you're waiting to be perfect for doing anything, you will never do anything. Why? Because there's always place for improvement, always. So the thing is, allow yourself, and sometimes it can be scary, especially if you're a perfectionist like me, okay? Because you think, oh, what will other people think? And by practicing it, by allowing yourself to actually, okay, I'm going to express the way it comes through. I'm not going to try to be perfect. I'm just going to see how it goes. And for sure, next time it will be better. Okay, this is how that awareness, these insights that you have in your own patterns, you can start changing. You can start making real change in your life. Because this is what it's all about. Because, yeah, you can see the pattern, you can see, oh, I'm always a perfectionist, and you say, oh, there's nothing I can do about it. No. The thing is, if you're waiting to do perfect, it's never gonna to happen. Because you learn as you practice. You learn by doing. And you make your own path by acting, by living, by experiencing it. This is how we change our lives. Not by thinking in our minds. Not by understanding. I understand the pattern. Yeah, great, but understanding is not changing. Because it's not just having the awareness, it's just, yeah, the awareness is important, but then is making the other choice and have the courage to live it, to bring this into your life, to act differently, to see the pattern and say, no, I'm not going to do this again. No, I'm not going to wait until it's perfect for me to express myself. I'm going to express anyway. And it will not be perfect at the beginning, but it will improve. You probably are seeing also with my videos, my first videos and the videos now are much better. It can be improved for sure. But as I'm doing it, it is becoming better. And this is the experience. This is allowing yourself to do things differently in your day-to-day life. And this is how you actually can change things in your life. And you can actually bring this love into the planet, bring this love into yourself, into others. You can bring this beautiful experience of being present, of being who you really are, of being what you are meant to be, because you are not avoiding it anymore, because you don't think it's possible. You're doing even if it's not perfect, but you are changing, you are evolving, and you are daring to act differently in your life. in your day-to-day life. And this is what can actually change your life, because it's very easy to think some things that, now I'm going to do that, but never really come to do it. It's by living, by experiencing it, that we will actually be able to bring all this wisdom, all this spirituality, all this that we know into our lives. If you like my content, I would really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. I would love to reach more people. And I will also leave in the description below my website in case you want to reach out. This is the work I do. So happy to have you here with me. Sending you love. I see you in the next video.